Oh, sorry. This is the actual video for the Activity 1 Part Division Contacts. Notice I have already typed all my information in here. I could change this, make it look back the way it was so that we can actually go through the lesson together. The main thing that you need to make sure of is when you're typing this in from your activity that when you type in, you're not going to the next cell. I would suggest as soon as you type in the first thing, when it's too long, I would go ahead and click between these cells and make it wider, and that way you can actually see all your information in here. So as soon as you have it typed in, let's go ahead and resave it. You've already named it, but let's go ahead and resave so that you don't lose all the stuff that you've typed in your spreadsheet, because when that happens you will hate yourself. So if you typed it in using XX, the first thing it asks you to do on number 2 is change the year in cell A2 to be current. Some of you did that as you were typing. When I want to edit cells in Excel, I click on the cell. I can edit it here, or I can edit it in the actual cell by double-clicking. You heard me, double-clicking and changing the cell and hitting enter or return. After that, it says select cell A1 and format to bold 14 point. A1, so I have my column and my row A1, and I'm going to change that by going to my home ribbon and changing it to 14 on my text size, and I want to format it to bold. After I do that, I'm going to go to cell A2 and format to italics. Again, column, row, meet in the middle, A2, and I want to make it italicized. Next it says select cells A4 through D4 and select to format to bold and underline. To select more than one cell, you can click on the first one, hold down, and drag over. Now, if at any point you make a mistake like this, if I click here and I drag over, this is actually copying across. You can just hit the back button and it corrects your work. So we're going to select, which means click and hold, and drag over, not on the plus sign. And when I say that, I mean this little right here. When you change from the white arrows to the black, that would be copying over. I'm going to just click in the middle of the cell and drag over. That selects everything. I'm going to bold those, and I'm also going to underline those. And then I'm going to select cells C4 through C19, C4 through C19. Oops, I didn't get them all. If I pull down like this, I'm changing that. I'm reformatting, so I have to go get it. Do it again. And I'm going to center align. Now, just like in Word, you have all of these different shortcuts up here. Use those. I'm not going to reteach those because you learned those last year. In the heading of the worksheet, you're going to put in your name, activity number, and activity title. So a lot of people couldn't remember exactly where to find that header. I'm not sure if that was different last year or what you were doing with your data and things. But whenever we talk about different parts of our spreadsheet, we're going to go to Insert. We want to put in a header, and that would be under text. If you cannot see all of this in your ribbon, there usually is a little drop-down box right over here that you can select that. You also can make your worksheet smaller so that you can see the whole thing. So we're going to put in a header of 3 columns, and we're going to put in your name, and in the middle we're going to put our activity number, and in the last we're going to put in our activity title, and all of that is located in your directions. After I put in my header, I'm going to go back to my original view. So I go to View and I click Normal, and now I do have my header. It's there. and you can't see it right now, but I promise it's there. We could go to page layout, and that would show us everything inside our worksheet. But normal is fine, and then we'll go to our home tab again, and file, and save. This time I'm going to save it as my completed worksheet. So instead, and notice I did save as, that's changing it. So I'm going to do edited. Make sure you're saving in your Excel folder on your desktop that you created. You also can save in your Google Drive if you like that better. I like saving on my desktop. And your first activity is completed. So after you did that, you would go back over here to Canvas, and you would submit this. Let me see if I can go to student view. Oh, it's not gonna let me. That's so sad. Oh, let's see if I can do it down here. Ah, here we go. All right. Let me go back in here because I do want to show you how to submit this, because if I don't, I'm going to have to say it 16 million times. Oh, come on, Miss Stewart. You can do it. I'm going to cheat this way. Don't do it this way. You go through the announcement. I'm going to go through this way. And I'm going to find activity 1. I'm really not. Oh, I didn't do it right. I'm glad I found this out before I taught you guys. Okay, we'll do it like this. Ignore all of this. Yes. Because it doesn't want to let me do anything I want to do. But it's good that you see that even teachers can have problems whenever they're trying to do something. Let's go to this one. I know it'll let me do it. Alright, so if I was going to submit it, it doesn't let me submit anything. What is it talking about? Can anybody tell me one I could have submitted? Let's see. I think maybe this one? Maybe? Maybe? Nope, no submission. Never mind. I will show you in class. Ha ha ha! I bet y'all all get a good laugh out of that.